right. Let's see. I think I have us. We are not muted. So hopefully,
Hi.
hopefully, I feel like I'm out of practice.
Yeah.
I don't know why we did this last week.
Well, we did, but it was weird because I wasn't here.
Yes, that's true. And then we had our event.
And then the week before that, you were gone.
I was. Yes, that's
so,
probably
I
why.
mean, you know, it's been a hot second.
Yeah.
Since we did this like this.
Right. Next week we'll be on here twice because we have
digital dealer in the morning.
Yes.
And then we'll be having some fun in the afternoon.
Right. I don't know what kind of fun it is.
To be determined.
But yes. Yeah. All right. So, well, welcome everyone. It is Wednesday afternoon and it's about 3:30-ish.
It's there.
Yes.
So it's time to hang out.
To hang
and
out.
Do our thing.
Do our thing. Yes. We had a really great time.
This weekend was a lot of fun. It was so great.
Last weekend?
This past weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah. This past weekend.
This past weekend, yeah.
Was tons of fun. So thank you to everybody who came and hung out with us. Mm-hmm. It was a lot of fun having that many bodies in here. You know, I mean, it was like a party, man.
It was definitely like 3 parties.
It was a whole bunch of parties. And I was exhausted at the end of said parties.
Yes. Yeah. But it was a lot of fun.
It was tons of fun. And the projects that got stitched on Saturday and Sunday were so cute.
Yes, they were definitely cute.
Of course, I would have chosen something other than pink.
Right.
For the thread options. But that's not a big secret either.
No.
But they were so darn cute. Even the pink ones were cute. I mean, I wouldn't want it for myself, but they were very, very cute.
Right. It was like a party.
It was like a party, and it was funny because we were talking, I was helping somebody with something, and I was like, well, which color are you going to put here? She was like, party pink. And I was like, I love it. That's actually, that made it better.
That made it better.
It had a little bit of purple in that pink. There was the 2 different ones.
Yeah.
So she chose the one that had a little bit of purple in it, which made it better for me.
Yeah.
You know, I don't even want to touch. No, I'm just kidding. I don't want to touch that icky pink. No.
But yes, it was a lot of fun. And our first in-store OESD event, we had an OESD event that was virtual, just like in the middle of COVID.
Yes.
But not
so years ago.
Since,
but,
yes. Hi, Shirley. She said she had a great time. Yes. She was here on Thursday and Friday. We had Tucker's class on Thursday, which we have tomorrow. Need a hand?
It was in the hinge.
There you go. I hate it when that happens.
Yeah. Good thing it wasn't pulling anything on my head. It was just coming out of the ponytail.
Yeah.
But that's not attached to my head. So I can't. I just realized I can't read anything if I don't put those on.
If you don't have those on, yes. So Shirley said she had a great time. So she was here for Tucker's class on Thursday.
There was a lot of people that were in the weekend that were also here on Thursday.
Yeah.
Saw a lot of those faces. So.
And she hopes we have some more events with OESD.
Heather and Barb did a really nice job. They were, I thought, very good presenters in.
Yes.
I mean, of course, we all know their job is to sell people stuff.
Right.
But it wasn't like they were cramming everything down your throat. It didn't have that feeling.
Right.
Which we've had before.
Yes. We've had it. Feels like an auction.
Yeah, you know, I mean, it was just like, but no, this was. I thought they did a great job. Love to have them back anytime.
Yes. And we got lucky too because normally you only get one educator.
So because they were training, we got a bonus.
We did, which was a really nice bonus to us. And because they were
both brother educators in the past, they knew about our machine.
In a previous life, yes.
Yes, those previous lives. We all have them, don't we?
We do.
So, but yeah, so that was really great. And we look forward to other in-store things hopefully coming up. At some point.
Yes.
We do have a virtual event coming up with Dime.
Speaking of events, yeah. We have a virtual event coming up with Lisa.
A virtual event coming up with me.
And Dime.
We have a virtual event coming up with Dime.
Yes.
We have a class coming up with you.
Yes.
And the Dime is this month.
It is. It's also on the 28th.
28th, right? So it's already approaching. You know, we're
the 28th.
Over halfway through the month. So those are going to sneak right up.
Prepared for next week's class. Yet.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Everything's fine. Yes.
Yeah. I had some help sewing my sample up. So I've been like now I have to.
Now you have to read the instructions?
Yes, now I have to get down to the ingredients and read the instructions.
Those nitty-gritty instructions.
Yes.
Well, I need to reread all of the instructions because it's been a hot
minute.
Yeah.
You need to watch your own video.
Watch my videos, see what I did and what I said. Don't do that. Do this instead so I can repeat those things.
Right, because as soon as the event ends, we're like, okay, I don't need that anymore. So
no, delete.
Yes.
Fill it with something else. And
yes. Don't you wish you could actually do that? Okay, I'm done with that. Now I've got space to learn this.
Learn the next thing. But yeah, so we also have, in addition to classes and things coming up, we also have a lot of new product.
Coming into the
some
store.
Things that are coming in.
Yeah.
Some things are here. Some things are on their way.
Mm-hmm.
So lots going on for sure.
Yeah.
So
three things that you can still sign up for next week, plus Tucker's class, which is full.
Right.
So we have the Spoonful of Sunshine
on the 24th.
Right. It's a virtual only Kimberbell event. And we're going to show you some samples. And then in the we have the Dime virtual event on Thursday.
And that's usually like
I think it's at noon. Mm-hmm.
And then your class in the afternoon.
Sarah at 2. Yes.
And then Tucker's is Thursday, but again,
yes,
sorry, you can't sign up for that one. That one's already full.
Right. And then I have Block of the Month on Saturday.
So very busy week.
Busy day. Couple of days.
I was looking at the calendar, and every time I look at the calendar, I have a new moment of panic. Like, oh, there's even less days now.
Yes. Yeah, because you have a wedding.
So I'm very, very excited. There's a lot of things that still need to be done, and I've been here a lot.
Yeah. And
so when I did get home, I've just kind of like eaten and crawled into bed.
Right.
There hasn't been a lot of activity at home, so I haven't had a lot of days off. So not that I'm complaining. It's great. I'm happy to be here. I just panic every time I look at a calendar now.
Right. Well, and it's not like you can be doing what you want to be doing for that when you're here, because it's still a job, it's a job.
I mean, when you're here, you're here.
Right.
You could Google search some things, but you can't actively check anything off a list.
No, it's not like
I can't make floral arrangements while I'm here.
Right.
Though I did think about possibly bringing it all here and having like an assembly line.
We could do it at lunch.
That'd make it so much easier. No, even if like I brought everybody here that
was going to do it.
That was going to do it, and I mean just the space. I don't have this much space at home.
Right.
But then we'd have to transport all the stuff here and transport all the stuff back
there. Yeah.
But yeah,
we can make floral arrangements at lunch.
We could totally pay everybody to get ready for the wedding. Too much fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, I also have a little bit of stitching I need to do.
Yes. Yeah, there's always a lot of stuff, right? So yeah, we have all of those classes coming up. They can be found online. So they should have been in an email that you'll be getting Friday morning as well. So there'll be a link to sign up for all of those things on our Friday email that should be coming out Friday morning. Or of course, you can go to our website and sign up there as well.
So should we jump in?
Yeah.
So the 24th is kind of first day.
That is the first day.
So let's talk about that first. So on the 24th, we will be doing the event called Spoonful of Sunshine. So this is actually a repeat event. So some of you may have already done it. If you are just looking for, maybe you want another kit, I'm okay with that too.
Yeah.
We certainly can do that. You'll get the threads and the stabilizers and everything as well. So we do some really cute things. It is on the top of my favorites list. It's up there.
Yeah.
I mean, I like all of them. Because I don't like it, I don't book it.
Right.
But I like but this was, I just thought really, I love the apron. I love the towels. This was different, but a lot of fun to do. So we stitch the leaves, and then we use, these little guys come in the kit. So we stitch the leaves, and then we hot glue them to the wooden hoop.
Mm-hmm. Like the inner ring of or the outer ring, inner ring.
Yep. So you can see I definitely have some glue in there. And I went back after and just added some extra just to make sure, because I didn't
Mhm.
want everything falling off. And then you just hang this on your wall or whatever to decorate your kitchen with some fun
Yeah.
springy looking
Mhm.
fruit and things. So that is one project. This is kind of a bonus project because it's part of the apron.
Mm-hmm.
So you do make the other towel, but this one is the stitched part. So we just have this little lemon wedge that is stitched on this towel that is actually then attached. So, you know, I don't know about you guys, when I'm cooking, I make a right mess.
Right.
And I'm always wiping my hands on something. So this gives you that towel to wipe the gunk, whatever
off,
that you
yes.
have, your flour and everything right off your hands, and it's attached to your apron. This is came right out of my kitchen, so don't mind. It's super clean, but it is just a plain white towel that we create a nice ruffle that goes on the bottom, which is super cute. And then this is what is stitched in the hoop there. And we just attach these little guys here, and that goes on your oven or wherever you want it to go, but it's intended to go like on your oven
Mhm.
handle there, so it hangs, and then we attach to kind of bridge that gap. You have a cute little ribbon there too, and all of those pieces are, again, in the kit, so you have everything that you need. And then if this is not adorable, I don't know what is. This is the design on the apron. Lick the spoon.
It's really
just
cute.
so darn cute.
Yeah.
The apron itself, the lighting over here is a little, we keep talking about doing that and we keep forgetting.
Yeah.
I'll have to bring in a thing, but it's white with yellow stripes. And then you have all of that really cute decor there. So flowers and blueberries and spoons and lemons and leaves all over that. And then there is a sewing section for this because we shorten the actual apron itself, and we will talk about how to do all of those things. So you have pockets in your apron, so you can put those items that you're using in quick reach of
Yeah, that's
whatever
really nice.
you need. So those are all of the projects that are done. There are some, of course, bonus designs and things that you can pick with purchases and things like that. So that is absolutely adorable. And I think it's like 109,
Yeah.
98, 95,
or
something like that.
Yep.
And again, you get all of the materials that you need. You get the threads, and you get the stabilizer to complete those projects. So everything that you need is going to be included in that for only the 109.95. So that is coming up. Again, that is going to be virtual only, so we'll get your kit to you. We have them here, so we're able to ship that right out, so we can get that out. And then it'll be virtual. You'll have access to the videos and everything, and then we'll log into a Zoom class together and stitch the designs out together.
And there's already videos, so
Yep.
will you be doing treats for my boo? Yes.
We actually already have that scheduled for a repeat date. August or September. It must be September.
September, I think.
I
Yep.
think it's in September. We have that booked for a rerun.
Yes.
And it will be, again, like this, the virtual only, so that because we've already done it once. But again, it can be you just wanted to get all of the parts and pieces so that you just want the kit again. You can go that route, or you can actually want to stitch everything with us too.
Right.
No problem.
Right.
Do you want to talk about this?
Sure. So this is the second Sewing with Sarah project, and it is this adorable drawstring bag. So if you're looking for projects that are a little bit more doable in an afternoon or a day,
This is the size, just so that you can kind of get, it's a nice size bag.
It is.
It's a really nice size bag.
This one was quilted, and you don't have to do as much quilting if you don't want to. You could do no quilting if you don't want to. Completely optional, and it's just a really easy drawstring bag. So you've got the pieced sunflower on the front. It's really easy to change the design that you have on the front. You could also do this with just fun fabric. So if you don't want to take the time to piece this, the bag instructions are very, very simple to basically just make a really quick drawstring bag without putting in all of the effort of doing that. So you could use some fun fabric on the outside just to make a great treat bag or gift bag.
The flower part is like here.
Yes.
So you could fill that with any block that you wanted too.
Yes.
So if you just don't want the flower,
yes, like if
you
have,
could fill it in with a different shape, or you know, it could be a spool of thread, it could be whatever that's that same size block. You could change that out too. I had a nice young man that was really interested in the class. He's like, not really that sure that flower is going to work for me.
Yes, yes.
And I said, well, there's certainly a lot of, you could put anything in there too. So,
and I'll have, during class, I'll have some different piece block options that are available. So I'll give you like a really easy pattern that you can plop in there and then give you the sizes that you would want if you wanted to replace that. You know, you might even have, if you're a quilter, you might even have orphan blocks at home of things that you know, sometimes when we go to make a quilt, we have extra blocks and we don't know what to do with them. This is a really easy, fun way of using those up
those pieces for sure.
Yeah, easy. And so, you know, even if you had two, you know, you could put two together so that you have one on either side and then just put a little border around them and again, make a really quick drawstring bag. That's super easy and fun to finish. Great gift.
So how much is your class?
This is just $10. So it's really just, that's the price of the pattern. I'm essentially giving you the class for free. So I will record the video and I will post the video on a like a private YouTube channel so that you have access to the video and then you can find it for later.
So they can have access at any time. So you'll do the class. And is that in store or virtual?
You can do either or. You can come and join me virtually or you can come and join me in person. It isn't a hands-on class. It's really just a lecture class. So I'll talk about all of the different things that you can do and I'll sew so that you can kind of see
how it's
done. I won't talk a lot about like cutting the bag unless there's something really out of the ordinary that I think
when you read the pattern.
When you read the pattern, yeah, that you know, like I would never cut this way, so try it this way. So I'll give you any tips that I have on, you know, making things easier, but my assumption is that you have some cutting skills in the class. So I'll talk just, you know, briefly about it, but it won't be a rotary cutting class.
Absolutely.
We have other classes for that. So we'll assume that you have some cutting skills, and if not, talk to me after class or something about that, and we can
that won't be part
get
of
you
that
help.
Specific thing.
We'll just kind of graze over that, but we will talk about the important parts of the bag that I feel like, you know, are necessary for piecing. So, you know, we'll piece a petal because, you know, each petal is
see how those pieces are made.
Exactly. The same way they have little, I call them little connector blocks on them, which can be a little bit tricky. So I'll have some tips for you on how to finish those pieces up. This one was actually quilted in the design center. So I will actually talk a little bit about using the design center on your machine if you have one of our 9.5 by 14 or
so if you
10 by 16.
This is kind of pink, where this is white. The pink was done in one section, and then we did the outside in another.
Yeah.
So we'll really show you how you can do that.
Exactly.
Not me. She'll do it.
Yes.
I'll just be somewhere else.
Yes, she'll be heckling me from the sideline.
that sometimes happens. So much fun to do.
It's much more fun when you have people giving you some ad lib.
You just
it makes it much more exciting.
Never know.
Yeah. So I am planning on doing a few more projects. So these are kind of every other month sort of projects in between the bag of the month club, which you still can sign up if you would like. I have the first video, I'll edit it and up, but we haven't actually started sewing the bags yet. So that'll be coming up next month. So pretty soon you will be the cutoff.
Won't be able to join, but
before the last time. So yeah, it's been a lot of fun. Backseat driver, she said, yep, those are the best kind. So these projects have been really fun. Lisa and I picked out some fun projects, and it's been nice. It's been I've been out of my sewing room for a little while because we've been doing some
You've been remodeling it,
constructing
yeah.
and doing a bunch of stuff in there. So I haven't like sat at the machine and stitched in a long time, but I stitched a bunch of the pillow pieces, and it felt really good to be just back doing some. We do a ton of embroidery here, and while I absolutely love embroidery, I always forget how much I enjoy
sewing.
the piecing process. Yeah, I'm a quilter at heart, so you know the putting the quilt together, I really enjoy that process. It's after that I'm like, oh, I'm not really
the
interested
area
in
that
quilting.
we are definitely different people
Yeah.
in, because I, on the other, I think I just changed our camera.
Did you?
I went like this.
Oh, and it decided that's okay. I
moved.
can fix that.
I'm so sorry.
That's okay. We probably have some sort of
hand gesture
on
I
it.
did. I put my hand up.
Mm-hmm. Oh, hi.
Wow. Okay. So there's the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Does not want to put you back in frame. I'm so sorry.
There we go.
Hello.
Hi,
there
back,
you are.
I'm back. Yeah. So
yeah. I'll keep my hands in my
I
lap.
gotta figure out why it's doing that all of a sudden again.
I don't know. Somehow
There we
gesture
go.
must.
Oh, now you're out.
It's fine.
Okay.
I'm good.
We're back.
So, I will hold.
So yeah, it's been a lot of fun to get back into sewing. So I can almost see the light at the end of the tunnel in my room, and I can get to the machines. Tony called me and asked me for if I had a foot controller at the house the other day for the Jane, and I was like, sure, and I was like, it's down here somewhere. I'm like, I got all these foot controllers.
New challenge. And here we go.
Yeah, where was the super special place that I put it? So
it's where the super special place that Dave put it is the
yeah,
problem.
it was. Well, the thing is I had this box of all the Jane stuff in there, and I was like, I looked in there and didn't see it. Obviously, I didn't look very well because it was underneath the manual. So when I picked the box up and looked underneath it, oh, it's right there.
There it is.
So
yes. Yep, I understand.
So it's been really fun to sew these projects, and I see online all the time that people are talking about like they lost their sojo, like they really enjoy being creative, but they're having a hard time getting back into it.
Once you step out to do something else, it can be very hard to get back into it.
Yeah.
And so these are fairly quick projects.
Yeah. Yes.
You can add things to them to make them more like the quilting and using them, those kinds of things. You certainly can do more with it. But all of the projects that we picked are fairly straightforward, but they use a little bit different techniques.
Yes.
So that was kind of our thought, was we didn't pick all of the same type of thing.
Yeah, and something that you can do, not in an hour, but like a day project. So you can spend an afternoon, getting
and have that
reacclimated.
completion.
Yes.
At the end of the day.
Yeah,
for
so it's been fun and very enjoyable. So I'm looking forward to doing the other projects.
So that is Sewing with Sarah on Friday the 28th.
Yes.
Birthday gifts are welcome.
Yeah, it's my birthday, so I'm going to spend it with you guys.
The 28th is Sarah's birthday.
Yes.
So
I can't believe the end of June is here already.
I absolutely cannot believe the end of June is already here. So I'm right there with you.
It's just January.
Yes, it was. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy.
Absolutely crazy.
So this guy is a beautiful fabric collection. We have it all bagged up. We are waiting on a little bit. So we have some complete, ready to go. But we have a larger number that we're waiting. We only got one bolt of the background backing
fabric, yes.
So we have more coming, so hopefully those will be here soon, and then we can get all of that completed. The designs are not here yet anyways, but hopefully next week. So
Kimberbell Pumpkins and Potions.
So Pumpkins and Potions, we actually did a stitch out of that. We did the cute little owl in like the cake stand.
Yeah.
It is on the other side of the store because God forbid we brought that over here. But so you guys might have seen that a little bit already, and it is absolutely so. It's a ladder size quilt, so it's long and skinny.
Yeah.
Kind of like the quilting
20 by
seasons.
60.
A little bit different. Nowhere near as involved as quilting through the seasons.
Yeah.
But it is super cute. It makes me want to make a ladder quilt. I don't know that which ladder quilt I want to make, but I want a ladder quilt.
Yeah, we could turn one of these
We
into a
could
ladder.
totally do that.
We have some really fun, cute patterns to show you.
So there's definitely a lot of fun coming up, whether it be one of our classes or just a new product that's coming out. We are putting the final touches on our quilting things.
Yes.
So there are, if you pre-order the pumpkins and potions through Laboo, you do receive quilting designs made by us that you can then use to quilt that. So that is the advantage, if you will, of ordering from us, is that you get that included in your bundle price.
They won't be Kimberbell.
They are not the Kimberbell designs because we are not allowed to do that.
Right.
But we make our own, and then you have the ability to play.
Yeah, right. Because otherwise you have to buy those. So unless you have an assortment,
a stash of your own already. So
because they are not included in the general.
You know, we back when this all kind of got rolling and it was a regular
Candy Cane
thing.
Lane.
Candy Cane Lane.
Wasn't
Candy
that
Corn
the
Quilt.
Candy Corn Quilt? Oh, that's right.
The Candy Corn Quilt Shop was the first one, and you did all of those.
I did.
And then we kind of started sprinkling them.
And I said a lot of bad words with the software.
Right. We're getting good. We're getting there to where it's not as bad as it was when we first started, and you know.
That was my first venture in PE.
That was even the what can you name it?
Right.
That we had somebody that called and we were like, they can't open any of it. What do you mean you can't open any of it?
Put a decimal point in.
There's no, can't have that in a name. So it was fun, but we've come a long way.
Yes.
And
yes.
So those are something that we provide to you as a thank you for choosing us as your pre-order location.
Yes.
Because we know everybody's out there. So if you do the bundle, you can put down just the deposit for the bundle and then pay the balance, which is the bulk of it, afterwards. Or you can buy the whole thing. Either way, you'll get the 10%.
Yep.
When you buy all three parts. So the fabric kit, the embellishment kit, and the design. If you buy all three of those, whether you place the bundle deposit or whether you just pay in full, you will get 10% off the MSRP price of all three items.
Yes.
So you get a little extra bonus.
Yep.
So.
You get 10% off, plus you get quilting designs, and it's free shipping. So if you don't live in an area where you can just pop in and grab it, we give you free shipping, which is really nice. Yep. Because it's over our $150, which is why why
the bundle is the way that it's priced with just the deposit, so that your final payment is $150, so that we don't have to figure that out.
Yeah, we used to do it a different way, and now it's just so much easier. We just know that the second invoice is just $150.
Yep. So whatever that total is going to be, we subtract, and there you go.
And then
so
it just makes it easier when we're sending invoices out. We don't have to think. And sometimes people want to pay before we're ready, and again, that just makes it easier for us. So we just do that because it's easy.
Yeah, that 150 triggers our system to allow us to ship it to you for free without having to go back in there and fix it.
Yep.
Which, I mean, many of you out there have
been on the receiving end.
Of us having to fix it, which we always do, but you know. So, that's so
Shirley
sweet.
likes
Thank
our quilting
you.
designs. Yes.
We definitely enjoy it. It's fun. You know, once you get going.
Yes.
I really enjoy it.
It's just getting going.
It's getting going that is, you know, there's so many things that happen around here on a daily basis that the act of beginning, just like getting back into anything, is always harder.
Yeah.
But it is a lot of fun. You know, I don't know how you generally do yours, but I'll scour the web for inspiration of this is the shape I want to make.
Yep.
I'm not an artist. I don't pretend to be an artist. So I'll take an image and then that's what I will build. You know, I see something, I'm like, oh, that's what I want to do. So I take that picture and then I work off of that picture.
I
certainly cannot draw off that picture. I'm not Tucker. I can't do that.
I know she's really good at that.
She's very good at drawing something and then making it a design and
oh, there we go. I think that's better. I was like, it's okay. It's really moving on us.
Yeah,
think that's better.
I'm trying to not move, but
I think I might have hit something over here, so I think it's
so
totally
like the gestures came back on,
Yeah, I totally think it was
and
my
then I
fault.
put my hand up,
And it was like,
and
hey,
it was
I
like,
found you.
hello, there you are. Zink, there you there went the camera.
Yeah.
So pumpkins and potions, if you haven't already, you
still got time.
lose the free quilting if it's no longer a pre-order. So that is how, so you can still purchase them,
Yep.
but it's no longer included with the bundle after we start shipping things out.
Right.
So we generally send something out that says, okay, last chance,
Yep.
you know, just in case. So, but jump in on that if you were thinking about it, so that you don't miss out on the freebies, because
Yes.
everybody likes freebies.
Because I could definitely see last chance being sometime next week.
Yes, I think it'll probably be in around a week.
Yep. Yep. So maybe not this Monday, but following Monday, that'll be like the last day.
Yep.
So.
Yep. So,
all
right.
So, yeah,
so you want
lots
to
of
talk
fun.
about these?
Oh yeah, these are so cute. So pop those over on the other camera again,
Okay,
'cause
let
they're gonna
me
be easier
move
to see.
some of this out of the way so that the camera's not as cluttered. Because I got some stuff going on over here, huh?
So
just like my house, cluttered.
we were looking at with our fabric rep, and a lot of times they show us fabric, but they don't always show us like patterns and stuff. And so, you know, we don't have a ton of patterns around here, but we're starting to build a little bit of a collection.
We're working on getting a little bit of different options.
Yes.
So we came across these, and we both were like, I love that pattern.
Yeah, it's
I
really
love that
cute.
pattern.
Yes.
I love that pattern. And
yes.
all of them in the book were shown using Kimberbell Basics.
Yes.
Now, do we have to use Kimberbell Basics?
No.
No, we do not. But, so this, for instance, it is called, I know, out of the box, Scissors and Spools. And look, there's scissors and spools.
Yep.
Crazy, I know.
And the pattern is what, 11?
But it's the pattern is $11.
Yep.
Your quilt is going to finish about 46 by 61, according to this. Yes. And then, of course, you have instructions. This is the picture that we saw. So we were like, ooh, I really like that color scheme. You know, both of us were, I don't know if it was like we were just into rainbows at the time, not really sure, but we definitely both saw that and went, I want to make that. And we thought if we both felt that same way about something, there was a good chance somebody out there might like it too. So we went ahead and bought the patterns. And again, you know, we keep the Kimberbell Basics, almost all of them in stock all of the time. So we're going to make some kits. And we were just talking about a ladder quilt and how I want to make one and things. So you could absolutely, you know, just make a column. You don't have to do the whole thing, or maybe you want a table runner, or a little horizontal wall hanger,
in your
hanging
room.
and that kind of thing. So you could absolutely, you know, adjust the color scheme to be what you want, and adjust how many that you're making. Or maybe you want 4 squares or something like that too. So you could absolutely have some fun with that. So this one is called Scissors and Spools. And this is the color scheme of what our fabric bundle will be. And we haven't put all of that together yet, but we will get those. He started working on pulling and looking at the different fabrics and things. So
it's coming very soon.
Very quickly. The patterns are here. The fabric kits are not quite ready yet.
Yeah, and you can buy the pattern kit. You can buy the patterns separately and then grab a kit later, or pull those in with your stash.
That's fun. Wonder what that one is. So this is the second one, and it's full hearts. And I like the pattern picture, which is really hard to see because of the glare. There we go. That's a little better. I do like that, but it's actually done in the picture that we saw with the pastels. So I don't know how much you guys can actually see those prints, but there are a lot of the white background with a color on white, or white on a color. And in the pastel color schemes. So pretty. And I was just saying, you know, you could even do this with like a flag pattern and do, you know, this corner in the blues, and then do red and white stripes through the rest, and just choose different fabrics and things to make that fun. So you could really change this out to be whatever you want it to be.
Right.
Very, very functional.
Kind of like a simple pixel quilt.
Yes, you know, because this isn't a complicated pattern.
No.
So, I mean, from the big scheme of things,
Yes.
there's definitely harder ones out there.
For sure.
For sure.
For sure.
And I liked the simplicity of that. I really liked the pastel. So,
Mhm.
you know, when they redid their basics,
Mhm.
they did kind of groupings
Yes.
of their fabrics. And
Yep.
this was the pastel
Right.
grouping that they had in their fabric book.
Mhm.
And it just,
It kind of
caught
spoke
both
to us
of us.
then, yeah.
It really did. It caught both of us, and we were like, "Oh, that's just perfect."
Right.
And so again,
Right. And that would just make a perfect quilt for, I mean, it's probably it's probably not huge. What is it? Like maybe
this
60?
one is 60 by 68. So
Yeah.
again,
So
not
like
huge.
a perfect lap size.
Yep, a little
but
bit bigger than this guy, just a
yeah,
hair.
you know, you could make it as a gift for a new baby, and it would have like be a nice quilt that they could grow into, or you know, I mean, gosh, it seems like every week someone else is sick, right? So I mean,
Oh,
wouldn't that just make the most adorable quilt for them to just put
Just
a little?
curl.
Yeah, I mean,
Somebody loves me.
somebody loves you. Yeah,
You know,
I
with the
mean,
heart and
yeah,
curl up on the couch with
exactly.
your chicken broth
Or whatever.
whatever
Yeah.
it happens to be. But we just both, again, there was a couple that just jumped out at us, and so this was number 2.
Mm-hmm.
And it again is called Full Hearts. Again, the patterns are here. We don't have the fabric kits quite yet, but the pattern is here and
They
available.
are coming.
They are, yes, absolutely. So this is number 3. It is called Kitchen Table Quilting, and I don't know if that glare.
That's
Is that
pretty good. Yeah.
All right. So it's kind of rainbow-esque
Mm-hmm.
in that aspect, but when you put the Kimberbell, it even has a nicer rainbow effect, in my opinion.
It's almost like it's almost like it was made with ombre.
It does, doesn't it? It's
But-
just like
but
the
it wasn't.
shading. The
Yeah.
shading. They did a really, really great job in the fabric placements.
Mm-hmm.
This is the one I really want to do.
Yes.
But I really want spools. So I'm having a really hard time. I think this is going to be the one that I make for myself. I just really like this and this one is the one that really has jumped out to me the most.
Yep.
I really want to make that spool. So maybe I'll just make like a square or
Right. A couple spools.
a couple spools
Yeah.
or that ladder quilt kind of thing
Yeah.
in the spools. But I just absolutely adore this. And again, you can kind of see the prints that are in there. They did a great job with the shading, and this will be what ours, the fabric kits, if you use our fabric kit, what it would come out to be. This is, it does say there's multiple sizes, so it gives you a breakdown of that as well. So there's a 39 by 49, 59, 69, or 79.99 for a twin. Breakdown on how you could do that.
Yep.
So
Yep.
definitely some options on there for sure. And then, I'm sorry, that one is $13. And again, the pattern is here. The quilt bundle will be shortly
Coming shortly. Yep.
So he's finishing pumpkins and potions first.
Yeah, that was important.
We had to get all that ready. So this is simply called Snowflake, and I think it was the simplicity of this that kind of jumped out for both of us.
Yes.
And this one is $13, and it is depending upon what you're, you can have scrappy, or you can have a single color background. You can have the bars like it shows on the front. So depending upon what you pick, they give you that breakdown on the back. This is going to finish out at 60 by 72-ish. Right? There really shouldn't be an ish, but there tends to be an ish.
Yeah.
And this is the Kimberbell breakdown. So it is, I know they jumped out of the box, the snowflake print in the snowflake. And then just your squares there finishing out. And how much fun is that? It's just
adorable.
And even with all of that color in there, it's still going to be a pretty straightforward and simple.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of crazy.
No, not a lot of crazy, which is really nice because sometimes just a little bit of mindless piecing is.
We all need that simple project that we can just make and finish and be like, So we have 4 different new quilt patterns that we just brought in. And like I said, Sarah and I have both been, I guess, a little lacking in our personal sewing time.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that was part of it. When we saw that, both of us were like, oh, I want to make that.
Yes.
And so that Sojo
Yeah.
kind of kicked in a little bit, and we were like, oh, I want to do that.
Yeah.
So those are the 4 pieces. And again, the color schemes for ours will be just a little bit different, but definitely
Yep.
really,
We'll
really cute.
include a color picture with the fabric kit.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You'll get that print out so that you know what colors go where
Mhm.
when you're putting everything in.
Yep.
For sure. Absolutely. So hello, Miss Candy.
Yes.
So
We're super excited about all of the little stuff.
you know, sometimes it is the little things.
It is. It definitely is. I went to when I was in Pigeon Forge, there was a small quilt show, and I walked around at the quilt show, and you know, Dave's like, "Are you inspired yet?" I'm like, "No, but I'm really trying to be."
That's the goal.
That's the goal. You know, they had a lot of they had a beautiful display of quilts, and the thing that I've noticed is that it's always the same. Like when you go to a quilt show, and there's zero things wrong with this, but it's a lot. It's very country. It's very like you know, country fabric. If you're a fabric person, like Kansas Trouble, 30s fabrics, Civil War fabrics, you see way more of that than you do like the
fun,
bright, cheerful, happy
your
stuff.
hands are
Now I
now-
am doing it. Wow, hi. Off again.
It doesn't even know I'm here.
No, it does not. So
And we didn't close the door
We
because the
did
camera
not.
wasn't over there.
hi. Yeah, we are just having a lot of fun today. This is what I told you. I am.
So we need to sit on our hands and not talk with
and
our
not
hands
talk
today.
with our hands today.
That's really funny.
Okay, yeah, that is too funny. We've both done it now. So yeah, but it's very traditional quilting, and
Yeah, you know, the rainbow colors, the brighter colors aren't out there as much. You know, I mean, even the Novi quilts, you know, but most of those aren't those are more art
yes,
than quilts.
mm-hmm.
You know, there are some quilts that show up there, but most of that is more like artwork that is just happens to be done with your sewing machine.
Yes.
Which is all beautiful, but you know, that can be very daunting when you look at it, and you don't go, I'm going to go home and do that.
Right.
You know, so it can be very overwhelming to try to think about creating something like that.
Yeah.
Where when we both saw these, we were both like, that's doable and it's adorable and I want it.
Yes.
So
yes.
Since we both felt pretty strongly about all 4 of those, that's why we kind of dove in there and said, let's do this.
Yeah. And, you know, for us, we've noticed that, you know, our fabric is a little bit more modern in the sense that we have a lot more tone on tone, solid fabrics. We don't have a lot of floral prints and that types of things. Yep. And so it's nice to be able to see really cute designs using those. And it's not just the quilt behind me is lovely and I absolutely adore it, but it's not just a quilt that's just based on a border print.
No, that's got a lot going on.
Right.
And you guys all have commented on that, you know, and we certainly appreciate it. But we had a ton of fun making those. And I know those of you that are currently working at it are having a ton of fun with it. It's a fantastic, but that's embroidery quilting too.
Right.
This is traditional quilting. With these beautiful basic fabrics that turn it into something special.
Yes, and a little more modern feel because it's not just, you know, your traditional
whatever star or
right.
Yep.
Just a little bit more fun.
So we thought hopefully maybe somebody would like to have a little bit of fun with us.
Yes.
So once we get some kits, we will get that ready to go. We'll let you guys all know when those are ready. And who knows, maybe one of these days we'll even build a square or something live with you or something like that to help.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Show how to do that. Sewing, which means you have to work and not me.
Yes. So, speaking of big things coming, should we talk?
Yes. We should totally talk. So there was a new teaser this week.
So I'm more prepared this week.
Yeah. There, we did have a couple people put deposits down.
Mhm.
So we're very excited for you. We are very excited about the machine. So this week's teaser is somewhere close by. Should we do that first and then talk about it?
Sure.
All right. So here is whichever one you got.
Yeah.
Maybe I should put my.
Oh, that
Hold
did.
on.
Hold on. See, I have it, but apparently I'm not prepared. So
That one.
that's better.
Can you back up the video?
I can.
There we go.
So we're getting bigger.
It's bigger. It's better. What is
Yes.
that line in The Incredibles? I'm sure I'm gonna screw this one up too, since I always screw up the other one. So that is the Baby Lock teaser from this week. And so we now know the larger than life machine is coming. Look at that. That is absolutely stunning. I love this.
Yep. It looks like it's going to be white underneath there.
It does look like it's going to have a white underbelly anyways.
Mm-hmm.
But a beautiful blue throughout the color of the top of the machine, which
Yep.
We haven't had a lot of color on the front, you know, just little bits here and little bits there. So I'm excited because that blue literally, it's like my my heart, my blood pressure, my heart rate, whatever. I just chill out when I sit in front of a blue machine. I don't know why, but there you go.
Yeah.
I've always loved that blue.
Mhm.
I mean, I
It's
like
really
Disney
pretty.
and all, but for
Yeah.
me, that's why I pick Brother generally, is
Mhm.
because I just love the blue.
Yeah, it is very calming.
So I am looking forward to seeing what it actually looks like finished.
Yes.
And I love that there's absolutely no image of the machine
Right.
in the Baby Lock video.
Right. It's just we can't help but laugh because like last week it wasn't even about a machine. It was like somebody skipping down a hallway.
Somebody skipping down an
So,
orchard. So if you
yeah.
looked really close, there was embroidery
Embroidery
on
on
her
the-
dress,
yeah.
on the sleeves and stuff. So I think that was like the
Right.
undertones of look.
Yeah.
But
it's funny that the two
they're very,
very
different,
different.
very, very different from a production standpoint of what they were looking to do. But the information does stay the same. So week 1, we learned that they are improving on the projector. Now, what that actually means, we don't know. You know, we've speculated that maybe they'll raise the throat a little bit so that the projector is actually sitting a little bit higher,
Right.
which would make for a larger projection
Right.
into the hoop.
That'd be nice.
We've speculated that they're just going to improve the color and the clarity of the projector itself. Though I will say, it's pretty dang clear right now.
Yeah.
The only time I ever have fuzz is if my fabric is fuzzy,
Fuzzy.
and then it doesn't have a flat surface
Right.
to sit on. So I'm excited to hear and see what those
Right.
details will be. But anything they do, that projector is phenomenal. So knowing that it's in there and that they're just making it even better is fantastic.
Yeah.
Week 2, which is right now, we learned that they are making it the largest space we've ever seen.
Yep.
So probably a larger throat. I can't imagine
Right.
that the throat itself won't be bigger because it does say larger workspace.
It
so, we have a 13.1 inch throat now. So that's going to be amazing.
Right.
And I'm hoping again for a little bit taller.
It kind of looked like that
It did
in the
look.
brother
It did
one.
like so. Like the section
Yeah.
from the bottom of where like your needle sits up to the arc. So maybe you can pause when we right there. So that looks a little bit bigger than what we have. So that's kind of my maybe it will be a little bit taller, so therefore a larger projection space.
It definitely feels long.
It definitely looks super long though. So did we guesstimate out loud what the hoop was going to be?
I don't remember.
So right now we have a 13.1 inch throat
Right.
from a sewing perspective, and our largest embroidery field is 10 5/8 by 16,
Yes.
which is pretty dang big.
right.
So what did the other be? It was
So it's 12,
12 by
16.
16. So I
And
can't
they have
imagine.
14 inches now from
Okay.
needle to the
So
back.
my guess is we're probably going to be in the 14-inch range, and that
Yes.
it would be 12 by 17 or 18.
Yes.
That's going to be my stab. But
Yeah.
it is, again, we're completely speculating. Nothing we're saying here has been told to us. We're making stuff up here, guys.
Mhm.
So, but yeah, so I that's kind of where I'm
Right.
feeling home will be.
Yeah. I just, I keep thinking our 16-inch tall hoops are already gargantuan.
They really are
Like,
very, very large. I'm
How
trying
big
to,
is an 18-inch
I
hoop
know.
going to be?
so maybe it'll be 17. I mean, but we don't usually do odd numbers like that.
No, and I mean, there's an 18-inch hoop out there. So
There is,
if there,
yeah.
I mean, you don't know. Did that come out and then they started reconfiguring again?
I don't know. I guess
When
only
do they
only
start
time will
Doing
tell.
that, yeah.
But the screen is also appearing larger.
Yes.
So I think that was last week's video.
Mm-hmm.
When you actually see the screen, the one that we have right now has not quite an inch, just under an inch frame
Yeah.
around the outside of the screen. And the new one appears to go all the way to the edge.
Mm-hmm.
So we think we'll
That's
have
fine.
a larger
Yeah.
actual screen space touchscreen.
Mm-hmm.
Those are our speculations at this point. So again, we did have a couple people put their deposit down this past weekend at the event.
Mm-hmm.
And we are, of course, still accepting deposits, which
Yep.
will put you at the beginning of the line for when they do finally arrive.
We still don't have that information
We
yet.
do not have that information yet.
It's a
We don't
secret.
really have anything more than what we've just said information-wise. The difference now is our weekend deposits had extra bundles in them because of the OESD event. But now they will be whatever the release bundle will
Yep.
be. So that's what we will do moving forward. Are we going to continue including the SNL classes?
Yes.
So that, in addition to whatever the release bundle, we're going to have a minimum of 10 SNL classes that will be unboxing, going through your product, how you use the different things that come with the machine. Why do you have these different things that come with the machine, all the way through the new techniques, whatever they may be. So we will go through all of those
Yep.
kinds of things for those classes.
And we'll do a recorded video that we don't do live, so it'll be a little bit more edited.
Yes.
And we'll do that, and then we'll do like a Zoom lesson for everybody. We walk everybody through. We won't record that video, but you will have the recording. Yes, you absolutely could. But you'll have
But you'll have the original recording that we made to teach the class.
yeah.
So that way it won't be, interrupted with questions and those kinds of things. It'll be a video that you can replay and whatnot easily.
Gosh forbid we lose internet or
Every
some
once
weird
in a while,
thing.
something weird happens.
Yeah.
And it's only when it's super important that we don't.
Right.
So that is the plan. So those classes we're estimating to start probably January of 25. That's kind of the thought, is that we will start at the beginning of the year, getting people a chance to get them home.
Yep. Yep. And we
Play with them a little bit, and then we'll get going.
Yeah, and we picked 10 because August is a tough month for us, because that is when we
That's
have
the new release month that we're out of the store
Yeah.
a lot.
so, and then November, December, that one can be a little bit hairy. So we'll have, probably one lesson between November and December, but not November
both.
and December, because we are out for the Sewing Expo, and then I go on
Christmas.
vacation.
She goes 2 weeks of
Christmas.
vacation, then we got Christmas, and so when are we
Right.
going to do that? So we'll find some time in between there, but not both. So
Yeah.
that was where the 10 is coming from. That said, there is always still the free unlimited lessons on how your machine works from a one-on-one standpoint. So this isn't taking that place or anything like that. This is in addition to any of your individual
Right.
one-on-one things that we're doing.
Yep.
So if you are interested, you absolutely can put a deposit down over the phone. You're always welcome to come in. We can talk about things and whatnot. And at this point, if you do put that deposit down, it would be fully refundable because you're not tied to any specific things. So we certainly could refund that if you change your mind, or when you actually see the number, you go, oh, or anything like that, we're happy to refund any deposits from here forward. So,
Absolutely.
all right.
Oh, so we've had a couple people ask about XP3s.
Oh, how did I forget that?
I don't know, but I didn't
think-
forget. So
So I ordered 3.
yeah, we have 3 more XP3s coming in, brand new in the
Brand
box.
new in the box, fresh off the production line, because of the delay in August. They thought, oh, we probably need to give them a few more of these because we haven't been able to order them for a couple of months. They've been
Right.
out. So we've been out. So I was very excited. So I ordered 3. If that was your dream machine and you were like, oh, I missed it, you will have the opportunity to still get in there. We do have 1 Solaris here, new in the box. And we will have those Luminaires probably in a couple of weeks. They didn't give us an exact date, but they said 2-ish weeks. So that might be 2 weeks to ship and then shipping. So it might be like 3, but somewhere in that range.
But
And
yeah.
I actually spoke with somebody earlier today. So I think one of those is already sold. So
Yep.
if you are contemplating that, I wouldn't wait
Right.
too long because I don't know how long they will last.
No. And we don't know, we still don't have a hard rock price on
On the new.
what the new machine is going to be, but we know it's going to be more expensive. So if the Luminaire was at the top end of your budget and you were hoping that the next machine was going to be a little bit less expensive, it is, we know for sure that that is not going to happen, right?
No, for sure. So the MSRP of the Luminaire, I looked it up and it was like 21 and change.
Yep.
So definitely looking over 22 for the new, probably between there and 25 for the MSRP. Again, not the sale price, but the MSRP. So if that helps your brain kind of math out maybe what direction you'd like to go. And of course, we are, we accept pretty much any form of payment. So, we're pretty easy around here. We're here to help. So, we can do any way that you would like that to go.
Absolutely.
So, totally on that. Mark's calling. That's really funny. If we could probably do a finance deposit, but I don't know that I could refund that.
Right.
That would be the only, but if that's the direction that you want to go, we could go that route, but it wouldn't be refundable because
it's more complicated.
There's conflict. If that's what you need to do, give us a call. We'll talk about it. But just make sure that we're all on the same page there.
Yeah. All right.
So
I think that's it.
Okay. Well, this was a lot of fun. We've got some great things coming up. Don't forget, if you would like your kit or you would like to attend class for Spoonful of Sunshine, we do have some spots left. The kits are already here, so we can get that right out to you. Go ahead and get that registered, and we will either mail it or have it available for pickup. And then next Friday, we've got Sewing with Sarah and Dime. So we'll send out a reminder with all of those things.
Absolutely.
On this Friday, you'll get a link on that, but you can jump on our website, go to classes and events, and everything's right there.
Yep.
See you guys next time. Thanks for tuning in.